Good morning, y'all. It's Sunday morning. It's October the 30th, and I'm Rachel. I'm gardening for butterflies on the Gulf Coast in Zone 9A. And y'all, I am thanking God so much for this life-giving rain. We've been having rain for the past few days, and I checked the thing. It said we should have gotten like 2.5 inches, or we have gotten 2.5 inches. So thank God we've been so dry. So thank God for the rain. It's a miracle. He has answered my prayers for sure. I haven't really done very much in the garden, but I'm going to show you what's been happening. And let me just show you now. Everything is so thankful for actual rain rather than the sprinkler. And I haven't dug any more things up over here. But yesterday, when I came out here after an extremely violent downpour, I noticed that my plumbago had fallen over, and it is the one that had been dug around and around the base of it until it just couldn't even hold itself up anymore. So I did something that I wasn't planning on doing. I'm going to get around here. I had to cut it back and dig it up and put it in this pot, and I'm hoping that it can survive. It wasn't going to survive anyway with the way it was, so it looks kind of scraggly and sad, and I'm hoping that that pot will end up being big enough for it. But I got to show y'all this fun thing that I'm doing right here. My friend Joe from Joe's Texas Garden, that's on YouTube. You've got to watch her videos. They're awesome. It's Joe, J-O, apostrophe S, and then T-X, and garden. She's on YouTube. She planted, well, let me just show it to you again. Hopefully the squirrels won't get them. But these are organic carrots that I have put in a pot, and I've got a couple of other pots of them. And she grew carrots from organic carrots and had them flowering so beautifully. And so I am excited about trying that. I hope that it'll work out. They were just beautiful white flowers. So everything's been somewhat beaten down over here from the rain, but it's still very colorful. And I've been taking pieces from all my coleus because I want to save all of them, and I'll show you what I've done with them. I was going to save some of these seeds. Let me show you. I have a ton of them from that cut leaf or sawtooth, sawtooth plant. Let's see, there we go. There are tons of seeds here, so I'm going to save some, and if anyone would like some, let me know and I can mail them to you, because that has been such an exceptional plant. And look at all these seeds I'm going to have. Look at these gorgeous sweet spirit roses with the rain on them. Isn't that just lovely? And they smell incredible too. Just, the bees have been loving them so much. And I wanted to show y'all this Mexican heather. I have been watching it more closely, and the honeybees have really, really loved these flowers. So I feel like this is a really good plant to have. I mean, it blooms profusely, and it stays glossy and green and lovely, and it seems to be drought tolerant because it never really seems to be need water. I mean, of course it does, but it never seems to droop like the other plants do when it doesn't show any kind of need for water. So that is a plant that I'm going to maybe use a little bit more in the garden. It gets rather big though. Let me go back to that. You see, it's looks like it's about 3 feet wide. So it is rather large. Just remember that. My other ones, my white Mexican heather, have not been so big. And I'm not sure if that's my fault or if it's because it's in a pot. See, there's one. It's about 1.5 feet wide. And then I've got some other white Mexican heather that's been growing in a pot longer. And it's right there, but that's 2 of them. So that's why that one's big. So the white Mexican heather stays smaller, and I really like the kind of chartreuse leaves that it has. Here are some more of my organic carrots in pots. And this one, you know, it already had like a little bit of a green thing popping out of it. So I have a lot of hopes for those. And I've moved some things that I had by the porch. These are kind of shade loving things. I've moved them into the potting shed so that they can be protected when it gets cold. And I'm potting up some of these spider lily babies. So the potting shed has got a clear roof to it so that I can use it as a greenhouse. And I was going to show y'all, I have taken cuttings from the Salvia leucantha. These need to be misted, not watered. I forgot that until I read about it recently. So these are the Salvia, probably Mystic Spires. So that's all of those. And then I've taken a bunch from my different coleus because I don't want to lose them. And I've got a bunch of seeds that I'm going to be planting soon because this is the time to plant these certain types of things. I'll show them to you. So last year I planted sugar daddy snap peas and then just sugar snap peas, and I was a little sad about these because they didn't seem to perform very well early on, but they perform better later. So I got a giant thing of them because they were very sweet and good. So I'm gonna plant these today, and also I'm going to try, I have not given up on these poppies. I still want some of these, so I'm going to try to do these again. These are the ones that really do well. They do well down here. These are the Icelandic poppies, and which, you know, I would love it if I could just pick out just the white and just the pink, but of course it's a mixture, and then you get a crazy, you know, orange and red and stuff. But these pansies, super easy to grow from seed. So I'm gonna have to do some more of them. These black ones especially were really great last year. So I'm just gonna toss them around. And some kale is gonna grow really well right now. And these pansies also, because all those colors, won't that be pretty? And then fennel for the eastern black swallowtails, and chard for me, and some more fennel for them. And then, even though these are orange, I love these nasturtiums so much. And I have some other nasturtium seeds somewhere else, but they like to grow at this time of year too. So these are the things that I'm going to be planting today. I'm either going to be putting them in pots or strowing them about and praying that the armadillos will leave them alone. Oh, also I have these wooden things because I am definitely going to be labeling stuff. I always think that I'll remember what's what, but I never do, and that's my bad. But I'm just gonna show y'all just these fun little things. And something else that I've got to do that I've been meaning to do forever. See this fern? It is just overgrowing this pot. I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna cut it in half, and I'm going to, you know, repot them, and they'll do very well like that. Because once they get, I don't know if you've ever had a fern that grows in a plastic pot to the point where you have to cut the pot off of it, and that looks like it's somewhat slightly bulging a little bit, and so it could be, I might have to waste a pot, which that would be very sad. Hopefully I won't have to tear it up to get it out. And I don't remember if I showed y'all the bog garden or not. So here it is. I planted it in. It doesn't look like much of anything right now, and I don't know if it ever really will. But I know that this pitcher plant can get really big. Hopefully it likes living right here. And then of course I got the Venus flytrap. Everything's looking a little kind of worn out from all the rain, because everything has gotten beaten down quite a bit. But I'm just so very thankful. Everything was starting to, well, see, let me show you this. Look at all these leaves that have fallen off of the orange tree. I just don't recall that ever happening. And you know, it's letting go of some of the oranges. It's just like it can't handle all of that. So it kind of knows what's best for it. It's like, I can't sustain everything. This is the long-tailed skipper that looks like its little tails have gotten knocked off. Do you see how fuzzy he looks? He looks so furry and blue and green. So pretty. Starting to sprinkle again. I'm so thankful for the rain, y'all. And I've been praying for y'all to get rain because, gosh, it seems like the whole world is dry right now. But I hope y'all have a wonderful week. God bless y'all. And I can't wait to find out what's happening in your gardens. Bye.